Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Elathrix, and of course, welcome to our newest full playthrough playing with the Forgotten Queens mod. This is the mod I've tested out very recently on the channel, in which it makes hive minds significantly more interesting with a lot more options, and some downright dark ones, which is exactly what we're going to do today. But to begin with, I just want to showcase this. Right now, this is our appearance, that is the portrait we're choosing, and if we take a look here, there's lots of different versions of it, but one in particular is a little bit different than the others. Yep, I didn't even realise it, but if you look at the tail back there, these are all part of the same organism. We are a truly terrifying hive mind. So what exactly is the infection? The infection is a hive mind, and as you can probably tell by the name, we have parasitic embryos. This hive uses other organics to lay embryos in their bodies to increase population numbers. We are essentially chest bursters, we are essentially xenomorphs, we are the face huggers. We are here to make all into us, and there are a lot of very interesting ways our empire will go about that. One way is to demand sacrifice from other empires. We go to war, and if we win the war, we will turn the other empire into a tributary, but instead of giving us energy and food and minerals and the odd potato, they give us their offspring. They give us their populations, which we will then infect and convert into ourselves. To explain a bit more, the hive queens and the larvae are a very powerful thing. Later on, when you have loads of the brood queens, you get loads of extra population growth, and the larvae production isn't really a problem. But every time I've tested with organic structures, early on, you are constantly in need of more larvae. They are a serious limiting factor. But it is fun. Also, I found the amount of food everything takes for upkeep is horrendous. That's why with our species, we are going with charismatic and we are going with agrarian. So hopefully we'll have very high stability worlds with charismatic, and we have loads and loads of food production. We're also traditional because I really want to rush as many traditions as possible. Now, I'm not quite sure which of the ascension perks we're going with. Will I become psychic, a psychic hive mind, which is going to be fantastic using the mod? Will I go with the genetic option again like before, or the base traditional genetic option? There's two kinds of genetic we can go down because of the mod giving us a second one. I really don't know. I think it depends on how fast I get the specific text needed. So with that, we begin. I am going to have the end game a little bit later than the absolute minimum, so normally it's 2,400, instead we're going with 2,300, because honestly, the end game isn't really what I care about this run. It's more just the concept of making all of the other species in the galaxy either us or our tributaries constantly feeding us their population. Imagine that on the worlds, cramming their populace into these, what looks like a colony ship, to be sent to another empire. Us, only to be processed and infested. Oh, I love this empire so much, it's so grossly fantastic. Hey everyone, Future Elathrix here. As always, these videos do take a lot of effort to put together and a lot of hours. I was actually working on this video before the last video became public, where I was testing out this mod. As soon as I recorded that, I knew I had to do a full playthrough, and thankfully everyone seemed to agree. This has been an insane amount of fun to record, even if I do think I lose my mind around about halfway. Maybe 10 minutes in or so. I go a little bit crazy during this one, but this was just such a good mod, and I can't recommend it enough. Like always, the mod link will be in the description. Now, because these videos do take so long to put together, they are really not good for the channel, they're not good for my profits. Overall, they're not all that great for the everything, but I love them to bits. It's how I prefer to consume content like this, and that's always what I strive to do. So, likes and comments help out so much, and really do help out the channel, especially on these types of videos where interaction is key, because percentage watch time is so low because of how long the video is, and all sorts of other things. So, with that out of the way, with the shilling out of the way, please enjoy the video. I had so much fun putting this together. See you soon. And so we begin, and there's a little backstory for our origin, all to do with our larvae becoming everything. The link, of course, will be in the description for any mods I use in this run. In this case, it's only the Forgotten Queens. I was going to use the UI mod, but I wanted to see how this type of empire played completely vanilla except for this mod, because I really love the concept of something like this eventually one day becoming just part of the base game. I always thought that the hive minds needed a little bit more variation. So then, to begin with, let's go for extra tech, let's go for extra unity, let's go for extra tech, that's all well and good. We should be producing a lot of food per farmer, and we're going to need loads... Of course, that's how much food we're producing straight away. Okay, so we need a little bit more food anyway, because everything costs food. As you can see, our corvettes, 200 food, 40 alloys, and 4 of our larvae. We are producing 1 larvae per month. So it's going to be a little bit slow to begin with. I think I'll make 1 science ship extra, and then that's it. Okay, let's just do all the usual gubbins. There we go. And that should give us alloys back, right? Probably not actually that much. Yeah, very little. Because of their initial cost. That's a problem. Well, we don't get such a quick start, but that's fine. Due to our origin, getting new colonies is very difficult. Not only does it take many, many years before they become habitable for us, it also costs 2,000 food for each colony ship. It's gonna take a very long time to get these up and running. Probably should focus more on food. I think I'll stop building any new buildings for a while and just go pure food for a while. Also need to make sure that every single person who can is farming. So here's something for later. Population harvesting. As we get tributary subjects, we must have a clear stance on how often they need to pay their dues. Yearly harvest, this will actually kill an empire over time because there's no way they are producing 1 population per world every year. And you're essentially getting 1 population from each of their worlds. I believe that's how it works. Newborn harvests. For every newborn, a tribute must be made. Or magnanimous. Magnanimous? That's how I'm saying that now. Magnanimous. Magnanimous. There we go. We are a benevolent overlord. We shall allow our subjects to grow in numbers. Half of their newborns will be offered as tribute, while the other half will be free to do as they please. I'm thinking one of these two, honestly, because I love the concept of just us sitting in the corner with all of our hollowed out worlds using the Special Ascension perk, which could just have a insane amount of population on each. Essentially, these are the archaeology projects, and every other empire constantly feeding us. It's so beautifully brutal. What a lovely species. But they have too many of themselves. We can help with that. They don't like us, but we have sent over an envoy to try and make them like us a little bit more. They're never going to be happy with us. On the upside, though, they are actually pacifists, so I don't know how much they can really do against us. Since we're not a devouring swarm, I don't think they have the capability of just any war type against us. And because they're pacifists, they can't take our space. They may try and humiliate us, and they probably will succeed if they try, because they are on the hardest setting, and it is way too early in the game for me to really defend against them with what I'm trying to do, that is. But that's really it. I didn't even notice that. We have infected our very first population because this planet had pre-sapients on. And we are infesting them and turning them into ourselves. Poor birds. Hey, you guys, look what we're doing. Lovely. Because of the huge food demand of the worlds being converted, I really can't do all that much right now. I am just about keeping everything afloat, and that's without making any true navy. We have very little in the way of self-protection. I'm just very glad that, again, they are pacifists. At some point they're going to attack us to make us all feel bad, and we will feel so bad until we... well, we'll do horrible, horrible things to them in return later on, suffice to say. But for now, the infection just is rather benign. That sounded worse out loud than it did in my head. The first of our world has reached growing organism stage 2, so at this point, the planet is somewhat converted to our needs. Look at all that goop. But it's actually costing even more food now to finish it off, and this takes 20 years, I believe, so yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's been going on for a little while now, but at least we get some of our districts. We only have -5 now. Like I said, it takes a long time for these worlds to give us really much of anything. I've actually been sending a lot of populations over back to La Frixia. More influence for us, and a wood. Oh, fantastic. with this war declaration, they're going to be destroying each other, and I have been building up my fleet. I was going to be defensive for way longer, but... you know, I've got this urge to spread. No more games, we're pleasantly hostile with you. Well, I'll be watching their fleet power. Second go is only superior, so they're also building up their fleet, and early game with all the max difficulty bonuses is kind of insane. But they will be losing ships very, very soon against the militarists. And it was the militarists who actually went to war, which means they probably have a stronger fleet, which makes sense. We don't have to win the war anyway, all we need to do is get to here, break down the station, and bombard this planet. Which is currently being bombarded, I may add. But I'll be stealing their populations. Like a good infection, the moment you're down, we strike. You're at war, you're run down, your immune system has been battered and bruised. And we're gonna make it so much worse. Hello, planet! Ow. It'll take a while, but very, very soon, we're going to start stealing populations from here. We're just going to sit here as well, because now we also have your station defending us.
Objective achieved.
Good, and you are still at war with the other enemy. Our future enemy, but right now, our bestest friend ever. They dare disturb us. It's a good job we can heal outside of combat. Actually, in combat as well. Oh yeah, I forgot we're not the Devouring Swarm though. We have a different version. Because we have organic structures, our daily hull regeneration is increased by 1%. Which is actually really useful. Our armor got mostly obliterated from the first two stations. In fact, the first station took out most of it. This station was weaker. But our hull is regenerating, and I have sent some reinforcements as well. Ooh, and we are stealing pops. And one of them's already been converted. Beautiful. Well, right now, there's no way we can truly win. We are not going to turn them into our tributaries. They just attacked us with like half of their fleets and did a significant amount of damage to us. They're still just too strong. Oh, or maybe they're not. They're being obliterated. Well, here's the thing. If I can get just one single transport vessel like this tiny little transport vessel here all the way to that planet I'm bombarding, then I do status quo, this world will become a whole empire by itself, and that empire will constantly be feeding us its populations. And that's wonderful. Just need to make sure there's no army there all to defend, which is going to happen fairly soon. Then I'll land my forces. The question is, are we going to be nice to it and let it slowly grow and become its own little happy empire, or are we going to completely obliterate it, or are we just going to take every single newborn?
Objective.
All these options are very viable. Well, the world is mine, but I don't know if I trust to attack the next system. You know what, I may as well, because even if it's just overwhelmingly strong... No, they're at peace! Darn it! But even if they are overwhelmingly strong, I can just quickly press status quo and get that little mini-empire. They're not. Oh, because they were just attacked! Look, the other fleet is still here. Oh, that timing, though! Hello! Oh my god, if we actually win this, this is the perfect start. It is the perfect start. I can't see how I could have had everything go better. We get an empire to feed us straight away. Still going to be really difficult though. But if we take out this, then we need to take out the other stations really quickly afterwards. Well, they stupidly just sacrificed some corvettes. This is the second time they've done that. Yep, feed our station. Go ahead. This entire rush was incredibly risky. Not only did I keep on running out of larvae to make the ships, that also meant that I was just so low on resources I couldn't keep on sending out colony ships to new worlds. All of our upkeep is in our ships. So I've only got these 5 worlds slowly being infested. Really, you want as many as possible in the early game, so in the mid to late game, you have the hive worlds. But if we really succeed here, which I am amazed by, it's going to be more than worth it. The amount of population we are going to gain will be insane. Essentially a whole empire's worth of population. Constantly being fed to us. Look at them growing, not quite understanding what's going on. Oh, I wonder what counts with the robots. They send us the robots? I doubt they send us the robots. That's a bit loud and glitchy. Okay. That healing is just so good. That was a good station there. And we've only lost a few of our ships. Okay, continue to grab absolutely everything. I'm still sending some more ground forces. So hopefully we can just amass enough that we can just take it over without any bombardment. Though maybe we should bombard just to grab the populace. I kind of just want to win, I gotta be honest. I know we should do that. Oh, really should give you a leader first. Send in a butcher.
Preparing for acquisition. Augmentation complete.
Where's my station firing at? Oh, one of their ground forces.
Work complete.
The best possible outcome. You're disloyal? Who would have thought? Now the problem is they will be able to build up their fleets again. They're still on the hardest difficulty, remember, so we need to keep up with our fleets. Okay, you are a rival, so you might end up attacking us at some point as well. Declare rivalry to get some extra influence. So, how are we going to do this? I'm thinking just newborn harvests. For every newborn, a tribute must be paid. How I'm reading that is that's going to basically turn off their population growth and give it to us instead. Though yearly harvests. Maybe I'll do yearly harvests for a couple of years. Yeah, I'll do that for a couple of years.
Perplexing.
And then when it looks like one of their planets is about to die... Oh, okay, I'll let it happen once. Then when it looks like some of their worlds are going to die, I will then swap over to only the newborns, because I want all their population's worth of growth. I mean, because we're being nice to them.
Examine.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so each of their planets, there's 2 there. There's only 1 in these 3, so yep, that's 5. We just got 5 new, lovely populations to infest. Oh, I love this empire so much. It is so on theme. It is so parasitic. It's just vile. It is utterly vile. But now, because I don't want them to lose a world, I will be changing over to newborn harvests for now. One of our worlds has finished its conversion into part of the swarm. Look at its snotty little face. Also, I've been saving up energy selling a lot of our minerals and everything else because I'm going to start hiring some mercenaries soon. And we're going to see how much damage we can do against the regime. The infection has spread to 1. Let's see if it can spread to a 2nd. Once again, completely out of larvae, just waiting around. So what I'm going to do is change my policy from balanced brood to nuptial flights. This means that our brood queens will no longer give us increased population growth on our planets, but they are going to start producing extra larvae each. Me needs the larva.
Objective achieved.
Although our population growth is so good right now. It's almost like we're eating another empire every year. We are now equivalent to the militarists, but they are still militarist and terrifying for me. Plus, my ship power, fleet power, there we go, is bolstered a little bit because we do have Bulwark of Harmony, which means, yeah, the stats aren't exactly right. As soon as I leave my own territory, that's minus 15%, and that's what we're going to be fighting with since we're going to be the aggressors. So I really need to have at least one of these mercenaries, but if I can grab all 3 of them, victory is pretty much guaranteed, and that start, again, just insane. I do want to grab some more worlds now, but like I said, waiting for those. I need more little bug boys. Well, they attacked us, it turns out. How very rude. Well, looks like we'll just have to get whatever we can. Can we get 2 sets of mercenaries at least? So close. Sell the alloys. There we go. Lovely. Jabbly. Okay, stick together now. You have one major goal, and that's to say hello to their worlds and grab as many of their offspring as possible. We're the good guys! Trust us! Ah, I just messed up. If I was a little bit slower, these would have split up. Unless they're still going to split. What are you doing, AI? I mean, I shouldn't complain, but you could have... Yep, okay, now you realise something's bad happening right next to you. I can use words.
Must examine.
Thank you, Marauders. Okay, just stick together and go after every one of their star bases, and then to their homeworld. Ah, these silly individualistic species. So easy to corrupt and use. They are mounting a decent defense now, I have to say, but if they were all together, they could have won. Even with the Marauders, they were very powerful, but they just dumbed it up. And that's me saying that. If I can figure out something, you really should be able to.
Intriguing.
Saying that though, your world looks pretty bad. You've lost some people at some point. Are you war with someone else? In which case, that'd be really dumb to war with me. No, you just... Ooh, though you are rivals with another unidentified empire, maybe you were at war. But again, why declare war against me then at this point? You clearly are still recovering.
Effort.
The Butcher lands on your homeworld. A bit late to be giving these fellows your support, I'm afraid. Oh wait, no, independence guaranteed. Does that mean if they attack, well, they try to break free from our control, they will aid them?
Objective
Don't know.
Secured.
Yeah, note to self, keep on bulking up our army. There's no reason to stop. Well, saying that, our tech is actually terrible, by the way. We have just rushed pure aggression. And you know, with the extra healing and with our homeworld being so powerful, it wasn't actually that bad. I was expecting it to be way more difficult to be a more aggressive empire with this, but it's turned out alright. Also, we're about to get a victory, which is just so lovely. We just had to let the Marauders go, and with that,
Danger. Very
victory.
bad.
Look at that. Oh, I bloody love this empire. Absolutely having a blast of a time here. So, how many more worlds is this then? There's one world there, so 1, 2, only 3 worlds. Oh, that's not very good. I thought more. We could become nicer now. We could change our population harvesting to magnanimous. I keep saying magnanimous. We could be nice and let only half of their offspring be consumed by the swarm. That would allow them to build up a bit, because right now they are really, really weak. But if we leave it as it is, it stops them from growing, it stops them from advancing, they will never become a threat to us. So, what's the question? Am I too scared? Am I too worried about allowing them to grow up? Or should I let them grow up a little bit so I can harvest more of them later? I think I'll leave it for now. All children will be devoured by the swarm. Cruisers will now be joining our ranks. Wait, you're loyal? Why would you ever be loyal to me? I'm just that charming, apparently. I mean, I've got to be if I'm taking your children to be converted into these abominations, and yet you're like, yeah, you know what? He's doing what he said, he's a charismatic leader. I trust this thing. When the species is even called infectors. Yep. You're a smart lot of birds, you are. Our mind has been strengthened and we can get one more civic. Now, I want loads of these. I kind of want this just because amenities, even with us being charismatic, are horrendous, and I hate getting amenities as a hive mind, so minus 15% use is kind of awesome, but at the same time, it's hilarious for us to be an empath. I kind of love autonomous drones because it's the whole unemployed pops voluntarily resettle themselves to suitable planets with jobs. That just makes everything easier on me. Extra food from farmers, I know it seems really weak, but my god, do we need food for absolutely everything. And then there's a whole host of other things, like so many of these I really want. Like this one here, Focus Collective, allows me to essentially increase all research I'm getting. I really should get that, and I need to start focusing on tech fairly soon. So you know what? Yep, Focus Collective. That unlocks a new policy, a research focus. If we have it as standard, all researchers get plus 0.5 to all research, or we could have plus 2 to a specific research, and honestly, I really want society. So we can either become psychers or become better genetic-y stuff with this a little bit sooner. We'll try and go for mind coalescence, but I need a specific tech for it. I think it's the one which allows me to upgrade these all the way, the synaptic drones. Nodes. Node drones. Nodey drone nodes. Our neighbouring empire has declared war on us. We are equal to them in terms of our fleet power, so I'm just gonna bunker up. If we're lucky, they'll just break themselves against our station and fleets. If we're unlucky, well, honestly, if the worst comes to worst, we can always just surrender, humiliate, it's fine. We just get less influence for a while. Oh yeah, and less population happiness, which doesn't really affect the swarm. I now have confluence of thought, which means we can go with the psyker option. Only a fraction of the potential contained within our collective mind has been unlocked. The psychic link that connects the members of the species can be used as a bridge to connect with others. The latent psionic abilities of our species will be awakened. Research gained. Mind meld. Envoys can now use mind meld. The psychic cluster building is now available. Ooh. Interesting. And of course our species are now latent psionics, giving them more research and more energy from jobs. I really don't think psychers are the best option out of the options presented at the hive mind, but I just have to go with it. It's something different. Whoa! That is a big, terrifying looking thing. Mind flyers. Produce unity and decrease crime. That's it, so just like the normal psionics. But these also give plus 5 stability to the planet. A center of massive and macroscopic psychic synapses. These clusters, tended to and assisted by drones with great psionic power, coordinate the will of the hive. So here's Mind Meld, stability plus 5. Wait, just stability plus 5 for all of my planets. Never mind, psychic is amazing. Envoy, improve relations plus 100%, diplomatic weight from envoys plus 10%. Interesting. Do I want this right now? You know, yeah, just give me that plus 5 stability. I may have got a little bit bored of waiting. If you're going to go to war with someone, at least have the decency to attack them.
Complete.
Lovely. Let's go with that for now. Oh yeah, what does our swarm look like? Oh, those little creepy things. Okay, yeah, so they're our strike craft. Yeah, they certainly look... Yeah. There we go. Oh, well, I wish I didn't zoom in on that now.
Objective achieved.
Where's their first world? Oh, it's got a nasty station there, though. So for now, just go there.
Augmentation complete.
Hey, one of our generals is now psychic. Oh, the butcher! Lovely. Oh, poop. So I couldn't see into this because of the environmental effects, and yeah, I just ran right into their fleets, didn't I? We could make it out, but you know what? We're gonna fight them anyway. Wow, the speed here is very slow. I mean, that's actually pretty good for us. We have more long-range weapons. Oh my god, yeah, they're being slowed down so much and they're mostly corvettes. Our cruisers are just shredding them. How's evasion? Evasion is plus 30%, but when you're just moving towards us... Between the strike craft and the cruiser's long-range lasers... Oh, that is so brutal. Oh my god, that was so mean.
Augmentation.
Are you glad you fought us now, lads? Okay, this group has way more point defense, but we do have a lot of strike crafts. I've been spamming cruisers. I still haven't got that many because they're very expensive. They're like 30 lava each. Larvae? Larvae. You get the idea, though. Oh my god, it's so slow. Why so many negative effects here? Oh, you! Vlur! Yeah, Vlur slows down things, so I think it's like 2 things going on here at once.
Objective achieved.
Wow.
Objective achieved.
You must feel rather upset. The galactic market has formed, which means naturally we can buy populations. And because we're not a devouring swarm, we can still do all the usual stuff normal empires can. Like, buy populations. All to be infested. Oh, I hope the people who had just sold those poor things realise just how mean they're being. Okay, kind of went face first into their corvettes this time. Thankfully, I'm still okay in close quarters.
Good.
That's a decent station, but it's not a bastion.
Work complete.
Look at our happy little faces. Lovely.
Augmentation complete.
I think we can win again. Oh, 7k. Oh, yeah, we should still win. Okay, what we need to do is take out that station before they move, and then we can use the station as cover.
Forces.
One of the enemy fleets has departed from the main group, I think, to try and get around. We are going to take this as an opportunity to attack. This may be a bad idea. They still have a very large fleet there. Yeah, their single fleet is way stronger than any of our single fleets. Ah, look at their little strike craft. They're so much less creepy than ours. Come on, win this. If we win this, the war is won. Oh look, Bubbles has joined. Hi, Bubbles.
Augmentation complete.
Oh, so their fleet's been destroyed. And with that, there's not really much else they're going to be able to do to stop us. Their main fleet has been eradicated. We now have control of their main station, which we're going to heal up at. At least our armor, we can heal everything else naturally.
Augmentation complete.
Then we shall continue our invasion of everything else. Once again, if they stuck together, that would have gone very differently. Potentially. We are actually very powerful. Well, I've seen much more powerful empires this year, but we're powerful in comparison to them. We found our Precursor's homeworld, giving us a pretty useless relic. Extra lifespan is nice, but the active effect I'm never going to use. It simply enables a different type of bombardment, which kills populations. This empire will never want that. But on the upside, the home system does give us a lot of rare resources and such, which is nice. And now you can go back to assisting research on the home world. Okay, you're going right round, okay. So what we should do then is once, in fact now, move out, attack here, and then just keep going after all the stations we can. And by the way, someone released the geckos.
Victory inevitable.
Here, have some minerals, and with that, achieve war goals. Oh, half of the galaxy is now ours. Now, little geckos, you're actually weaker than us right now, so can all my forces please go on their borders? We are going to devour them. Now, I don't think I can make you... Yeah, I can just end threat, so I'm going to actually take over your world and infect every last one of you on the spot. With supremacy finished, we can now have omnipresence. We stand on the threshold of awakening the true psionic potential of our species. Soon, we will be able to tap into the very mind of the galaxy. Sorry, into every mind in the galaxy. I can do words. Modify populations into psychics. True psionics, so it's plus 10% rather than plus 5%. Oh, yeah, and you also get extra happiness. Not that really matters all that much. Can assimilate other species? Well, we're kind of already doing that. Mind Flyers, plus 0.05% diplomatic weight. What now? Oh, as in them. They actually have, like, a new stat. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, we can have loads of diplomatic weight. Is it because we're hurting other people's minds? You know, Larry, I'm thinking I may vote against the upcoming proposal. Oh, no, my head is now exploding. Yeah, I can see how that'd work. He might sound a bit more emotional about it, though. Might be a bit more bleeding before the explosion, I imagine. Probably a bit of screaming.
Achieved.
I honestly didn't see their fleets being there. I just saw the station. Oh, it's a nasty station as well. Please keep on... No, I was about to say please keep on focusing on the ships, and instantly some of you fellas decide to go against the station. Please, I don't want to lose too much here. I mean, I need to get these back. They're so behind in upgrades now, but still... Oh, that hurts so much. I don't know if we're going to be able to take out... Ooh, the Shroud. Okay, that's really cool, but I don't know if we're going to be able to take out all the geckos of our now very damaged fleet. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Realistically, we could have overrun them with minimal to no losses. Well, probably not no losses, but very minimal losses, because we are much stronger than them, but... Yeah, I just did a dum-dum. Okay, you two, let's... while they're still regrouping, let's at least sit here. I wonder how strong that station is. If it's a bastion, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through. Is the problem. That's just a 3k fleet. But there's no way I can keep rebuilding ships. They just don't have enough here to really maintain all that. Just keep on taking out every small fleet we can. Okay, so now... This is... different? Gaze into the mirror, approach the shadows. What? Normally you used to have reach into the shroud, right? Well, this is curious. I have no idea which one I want to pick. Approach the shadows, sure. Oh, hello. Shadows in the void. Swirling shadows, a haunting sense of unexpressed deformity with which our enemies try to impress us. The shroud is home to many spirits and creatures, yet these shadows are alien to this realm. They are but a projection of those we abhor, a manifestation of our deepest and darkest fears and desires. Amongst these shadows, we recognize the silhouette of our rivals, and we wonder if it would be possible to use our psionic energy to strike them through this realm. So I summoned a psionic avatar, which is an aggressive one. Did I spawn it in my territory, or what just happened? Oh! There's one here. Oh, hello! Back off, back off, back off! We are moving away. We just accidentally summoned a psionic entity into their territory, which now we have to fight. We're Okay, ignoring the psionic avatar, which I had to kill, the enemy fleets are now split up, so we're going to try and take this out. They've got the 5k here, but then they've got their 2k over there and their 3k over there. So it's just the 5k and the station. Okay, 5k is down. Now the station's going to be a bit of a pain. Let's go with... Oh, that noise is so annoying. Is it these fellas trying to run? Oh god, it's getting louder and louder. That's it, just keep on firing. Oh, it has so much health. Yes, there we go. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And now remove these. Oh, thank you, no more noise. Mostly, still some noise apparently. Okay, you two can merge, enter orbit. You can even upgrade there later. Oh, I'm meant to get you over there now. You can't jump, can you? No, you can't. Well, I guess... Yeah, you're going to have to hunt these down first. I need the ground forces to get through. Our Psychic Butcher has landed because the enemy fleet just kind of ignored us and went round, so all I had to do is take the station. At first I was really confused about the FTL inhibitors not working, but of course these are not our vassals, these are our tributaries, they are not at war when we go to war, they don't have to follow us into war, so they didn't. However, I have just ended the geckos anyway. Wait, from bureaucrats? I don't have bureaucrats. Okay, for now, let's just remove crime, because it's going to be a serious problem for a while here. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. So, to start the growth of the Hive world, we actually have to pay if we didn't send a colony ship. That's the first time I've got a world so far where I didn't send a colony ship, so that makes sense. Loads of jobs here, I'll just leave as it is for now. Every time one of those dies, we'll get one more of our lovely infectors. We have 2 brood queens there as well. God, we have loads of lava. In that case, let's swap over to balanced. Get a little bit of extra population growth from that. Okay, return home. I don't know who to attack next. I mean, we could attack the kingdom over here, but I think they're quite powerful. And we did just lose a lot of ships because of all that. So, gonna ignore that. Have you been killing the marauders over there? Either way, gonna ignore that for now. We'll either go after the kingdom later or the alignment over here. The alignment? That's your name? Ooh, you're weaker. Any defense? Okay, yeah, you are being defended by these fellows who are really, really turtling up. Look at all those bastions, well, all those max-size stations. Not too bad. This whole section, though, is now ours. Okay, so this time, we're gonna gaze into the mirror. That one. Madness! The concept... Okay, I don't know if you've seen this. The concept of time as we know it is alien to this part of the Shroud. What can seem like centuries here may equal mere hours or even minutes in the real world. If one knows where to look, it is even possible to glimpse into the future. I will meditate. Oh, we get the precognition interface. Okay. If you'd like to read this, feel free to, but it's a bit long-winded here, so I am going to be leaving it. So feel free to pause the video in order to read any of that. The precognition interface is a really powerful combat computer for your ships. Let's actually click on an actual combat ship, that would be great. Like that, but it does need Zero, and I haven't seen any of that anywhere, so I don't know if we're really going to be able to get much use out. Oh no, there's some... Excellent, never mind, we will get use out of it, and our ships are going to be psychic. So I chose Look in a Mirror again, and this is what I've got. Walk down memory lane. An imaginary path through the nostalgically remembered past. A flower about to bloom, we smile and we cringe, while all the awkward moments we once repressed come asunder and are dissected before us. From the pieces we acquired much knowledge. The child grew strong and created a barrier around itself to protect us from all the painful memories, moments we rather forget. We know what we have to do, yet we don't know if we have the strength to do it. Attempt to penetrate the shield, and once again, if you'd like to read that, feel free to. This gives us psionic shields. We now have the Hollowing Project, so we can turn our worlds into hollow worlds. Well, once we remove all the blockers. It's going to be a while, is what I'm saying, but eventually our worlds will become something truly powerful. Currently, they're very angry balls of snot. But they're our angry balls of snot, you know? Also, our fleets are now moving. We're going to be attacking the kingdom. Over here, the alignment is far weaker. This is actually a pretty weak empire, but it just doesn't have enough population or active worlds. The kingdom, on the other hand, has both. Also, fairly soon, as soon as I get some of the hollowed worlds, so I say fairly soon, in a long while, I am going to swap population harvesting to yearly harvest. This will essentially start to kill all of the empires currently under my control. They will decay so that we may bloom. Like a mold. That's right, we're fungus. Along with being Tyranids. I looked into the Shroud, and the Shroud looked back at us. So, we have our first option for a Covenant. Now, this isn't really the Covenant I originally wanted. What I wanted was the extra influence and population growth one. But, this one will give you plus 10% resources, the Instrument of Desire. Now, this is plus 10% from all resources from jobs, so it's alloys, it's research, it's food, it's minerals, it's potatoes. You get the point. It gives you everything 10% extra. And I think I'm going to accept it, just because how early it is, and there's no guarantee we'll get the Covenant we want, especially quickly. So it's just all this time we've been not accepting it would be so bad to just not get that extra 10%. So yep, we have made a covenant with the Instrument of Desire. The hive mind is now in league with Slaanesh, which is a weird combo. Especially with all the tentacles, for people who know what Slaanesh is. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Don't Google Slaanesh if it's... if you're at work, let's say, don't Google Slaanesh. It is very not safe for work. It's one of the Chaos Gods. She likes things. Now, one thing with this mod is it seems like it has somewhat broken habitats. Thankfully not in the gameplay way, but habitats are now shadows. They kind of go invisible if you look into a dark patch of the sky. Yeah, by sky I mean the galaxy. So that's a bit bugged. Now we go to war with the kingdom in order to make them one more of our subjects.
Logical decision.
Come on, let me get... There we go.
Augmentation complete.
Just stick together and we'll go straight after their worlds. Maybe this time I'll actually bother stealing some populations, especially since I'm about to start destroying those who are under control. The main fleets of the enemy just ran into our fleets. We're going to take some losses here, but it should ultimately be a resounding victory.
Work complete.
There we go. Lovely. I think I am relying a bit too much on cruisers just because I feel like they fit the theme quite well, but I am being a little bit countered here and there. Okay, let's go up, just keep on together. We'll take over all of this, we'll probably lose some of the territory we already grabbed, that's fine, we'll go back on ourselves, and then eliminate all of this. This will be a choke point. It should be a very methodical and quite easy victory, just might take a while is all. Well, I managed to lose a fleet, but we are almost victorious now, like really, really close. We need to take over a few worlds, including their home system, and we're done. And, yep, finally, we can begin work on hollowing out one of our planets. That's going to take a really long time. 10 years, in fact. Finally, we lost way too much from that fight. Okay, everyone go back. Time to regroup. We need to now decide if we are going to start building up to attack on the fallen empires, or if we're just going to go after the alignment, or maybe even the Confederacy. Not sure. But for now, the kingdom is feeding us. And we're going to be a bit cruel about it. No longer are we being so kind as to only take their newborns. We're taking every last one of them. The young, the healthy, the sick. It really doesn't matter. Rich or poor, you will be consumed. I am the great equalizer.
Complete.
Well, that is terrifying. Look at all those populations we just stole this year, and that's going to happen every single year. Okay, that is arguably too many. I'm very glad we're doing the Hollowing Project. What I'm going to do is start moving some of these worlds into becoming the Hollowing Project as well. Just because we need the space. We need to be able to consume essentially 4 empires worth of population over the next 50 or so years, so we need to get moving. Once more into the shroud. And I gaze into the mirror. I'll say this one. One of many. In this place of conflict, our synaptic drones question our own very nature. And from that, we get the Psi Jump Drive. Oh, we are killing our hosts so quickly. We have evolved. Our lethality is so much higher now. Before, you could live with us slowly nibbling away at you, but now, nope, nope, absolute nopeness. A distinct level of nope, in fact. We need some mineral worlds. In fact, we need more of everything right now. Yeah, I've definitely sorted out our worlds incorrectly on that note. How strong are you? Not. Okay, so probably our main fleet could just go there and deal with you now. So, okay, so main fleet, move into place. We'll get some more ground forces out because our ground forces are currently still moving all the way back. And we will take another empire into the fold. Ah, darn, they do have a defensive pact, though, with the League. That's annoying. What about the Commonwealth? Everyone I could attack easily is still decent. Ooh, no, once again, defensive pacts. Yeah, they're all defensed up. Though you are really weak, actually, so maybe the Confederacy is the target. In which case, let's get our ships back over here, so where they can upgrade and get their new side jump drives. You are going over there. We're going to take out the Confederacy next. Managing my empire now is becoming a lot more difficult. I'm also now building a science nexus because I've decided we are going to still go with galactic wonders because I really, really want a ring world. A ring world would be all the food I'd ever need, and it's also a great source of just housing. We can throw a lot of populations there very, very easily. So with the hollow world as well, we are going to be quite powerful, but this is all going to take quite a long time. In terms of a tech rush, or even just anything like that, we're actually quite behind. We're not as powerful as a lot of my other runs. In fact, nowhere near as powerful. But I'm hoping we can start to make it work now. But look at how many populations we're getting. It's absolutely insane. This empire, thankfully, is very, very weak, but because they have the defensive pact, we're going to have to take over loads before we can finally have victory. But yeah, very, very weak. We have our first hollowed out world, whilst a space storm rages. Lovely. So, plus 25% population growth speed, plus 10% resources from jobs. The plus 10% was already on the hive world, but still. And we have now the unique districts. We have the lairs, which can increase our population growth by a lot, because it gives you spawning, what are they called? The spawning drones, yep, which you'd normally get from the spawning pools. We have the soldiers' den, which give us loads of navy capacity and loads of defensive forces. And then we have the hell forges, which can produce copious amounts of alloys. I'm tempted to go with the lairs. Let's have one lair. That's going to massively increase the population growth on this world. Then I'll probably go with alloys. Let's have one of each. Yeah, since this is clearly an alloy world anyway. Let's go with that. And loads of maintenance jobs from the cave complexes. Preparing some other worlds as well, which will be converted once I have the influence. The Colossus is being created thanks to the lovely geckos over here, because their citadel already had a Colossus yard ready to go. Also, the Colossus is one of our stations. That's going to be terrifying. I mean, it looks gross as it is, but this is going to be floating above worlds, releasing bacteria, which will devour all life. Oh, the infection has become very, very malignant. That took way too long, but there we go. The Confederacy is now part of us. The Colossus is being built. I guess we should just attack the enemy. Although, an interesting bug has happened. I can't select the raiding stance anymore, which I used to start with. Yeah, I don't know when that happened, but that is a bit of a problem. There's the alignment, there's their allies. Can we actually get to them this way? We can't. We can, but we have to jump. Yeah, let's do that. Looks like there's a bit of a war going on here anyway, so we'll jump there and sack them. They're finally making their way... God, they're actually quite strong. They're making their way to my territory, but I do now have a ground force, a defense force, waiting for them. I, however, can't create anymore because my everything is just far too expensive. So, yeah, I might be able to hold them off with just what I already have. Let's go there. I'll try and build some reinforcements as we go. Accidentally taking on the Dreadnought here. I'm afraid, Dreadnought, I would rather have the tech. Our second world has now been hollowed. Yeah, we really do need ring worlds. The hollowed worlds are great for alloys and for unity and all that good stuff. But that's pretty much it. Oh, and a lot of navy, but that's all they produce. What we need is research, and what we need is food. We need so much more food than we're currently producing. And rig worlds with their agricultural districts are kind of exactly what we want. But right now, I'm still waiting on our first mega structure to be finished so I can actually unlock the ring world. Okay, that's actually really close, so let's just sell all of our rare resources in a really inefficient chunk, buy loads of that, and hello to you. Is the research wings the final stage? I can never remember. Either way, no, there's one more after that. Then we'll have the science hub finished, and then we can unlock everything else. Oh, you can almost see the habitat there until you zoom in. And this is actually one which has been upgraded. Oh, Mighty Shroud, give us something shiny. Don't really care about any of those. Ship upkeep? Yay! Things are cheaper for a while, that's good. So we can stack up some alloys and food and stuff. Really close to being able to jump. In 100 days, we can jump straight to their world. What a pretty and beautiful world for us to consume. Now charging our weapon.
Augmentation complete.
Already at 40%, 50%. This is not going to take all that long to activate. I really want to see what this looks like. I'm hoping it has a unique animation. If it doesn't, I'm still happy because how it acts, honestly. Oh, it does have a unique animation. That looks gross. Oh, no. You are being farted on. Look at that. Oh, that is brutal. Oh, quick as well. Planet digested. Wow. Digestive enzymes. Oh, it completely makes it into a barren world. That makes complete sense. Eat that. The bacteria consumed absolutely everything. Oceans, plants, metals, organics, and synthetic life alike. Leaving the planet a barren world with nothing but mountains and mountains of processed resources ready to be harvested. Okay, I thought I would actually get something from that, but no, we get you can get gas and food from it later on. Oh, that is vile. Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Oh, there's a planet there as well. I'm very tired right now, but my god, that's just gave me such a grin. Oh, it's the end of the year, which means populations. The infection. I find it rather fun. One more world completely devoured. I love they're not giving up. I know how inefficient this is, by the way, because they're going to keep their empire afterwards. I don't care. I just don't. Oh, they're doing my ground forces here now. Oh, fine, I'll start to actually invade planets for the points. Oh, at some point I'll have to make some claims and just devour things. Ooh. I forgot I need to take out the Fallen Empire, for instance. No, I need their worlds. Their worlds are too amazing. Gonna start building up a proper fleet now on a side note so we can start thinking about taking out the Fallen Empires. So at this point, we need to start considering what endgame crisis are we likely to face off against. Most likely, we're going to be fighting against the Unbidden because they have the side jump drives, which massively increases their odds. After that, there's a chance of the Scourge, but we're almost certainly not going to see the contingency. There's just no synths in the galaxy right now, as far as I can tell. So, yeah, it's one of the two, most likely the Unbidden. Which means there's two ways to go about this. The first way is to go pure kinetic, which is what I'm going to do, for reasons I'll explain in a second, and then just pure shields. And the second way is sticking with the shields, but going with Cloud Lightning and focused arc emitters. This way we completely ignore the enemy shields. The Unbidden are pure shields and hull. Mostly shields. They are, I think it's something like 70% or 80% shields. It's very high either way if I'm wrong there. So completely bypassing the shields is a very powerful way to go. The problem is I don't have Cloud Lightning because I didn't find the enemy type to get that tech. So that's a bit more difficult. Now you can use other weapons while still going with the focused arc emitter. Things like the Strikecraft will still ignore shields. Things like Disruptors, if you go with the smaller, like that. But I find that to be a bit more difficult than with the Cloud Lightning, so I am going to go Kinetic. Problem is I haven't went Kinetic yet, so I need to get all the final techs for Kinetic and do a lot of the repeatables. Kinetic and full shields. We're going to have very good shields though, since we do have the Psi shields, which I believe are the best shields in the game, in the vanilla game. Might be wrong there, but they're very, very powerful. And we need to fight one of the Fallen Empires so that we can get their reactors, so that we can have, you know, more shields. Oh look, they're angry at us. How cute. And there we go, one more empire is now our tributary. The galaxy is a lovely shade of pinky purple. Beautiful. Okay, my ships are now being upgraded into their new kinetic form, so they do kinetic damage along with complete shielding. So what we need to do very soon is attack the Fallen Empire, mostly for their tech, though I will be claiming, of course, their homeworld, because their homeworld is bloody cool, and has 124 pops there. Though I think a lot of them are machines, which I think I will simply destroy. If we're lucky, the rest won't be machines, and they'll just be nerve-stapled organics, which we can consume. All the other worlds, I'm very tempted just to plague, because plaguing things is fun. But we'll see. It is insane how fast that population is now growing. It's gone from being, honestly, not all that huge for the time, and now it's just getting out of hand, and it's going to continue to get out of hand until all the empires are dead, which is going to take a very, very long time. All of their populations will be us. So we need more worlds. So putting down loads of habitats. Our ring world is about to finish. I finally got the living metal active as well, so we're building them as fast as we can. The ring worlds will go down. We have 3 hollowed out worlds already. Some of them producing populations by themselves pretty quickly at plus 17.2, which we can increase if we want because of these layers. So yeah, we're doing okay. We're starting to snowball finally. It just took a while. I also need to start thinking about where am I going to put down my defensive habitats, and I don't think it's quite as easy versus the Unbidden. If I'm correct, the Unbidden destroy the planet a lot faster. But it would be here, and just basically sacrifice those 2 worlds, because that's just going to be a nightmare to try and defend otherwise. Here, which is nice and easy. Here, sacrificing a world, and here, sacrificing another world, because the wormhole there make it way too difficult. Oh, actually, no. That wormhole makes it way too difficult. Maybe I won't go defensive, just keep on trying to get more tech now, and just try and build up a fleet which can defend. Maybe. Now that we have our science nexus complete, we can start building our first ring world. These are going to dominate our galaxy because we really, really want these. And honestly, I probably should have tried to focus on these a bit earlier than we did, because these produce not only research, but food. In an empire where everything is ran with food. The alignment is currently fighting a machine war. Yep, there's a full machine uprising currently undergoing in their territory. Do I bother to help them? I mean, they are basically taking our livestock. Oh, you're so very weak in comparison to us. Do you have any fleets nearby? I know one fleet was returning home. Yeah, you're pretty weak, but you should be able to deal with them one-on-one. Okay, yeah, let's send in an extra fleet to help out. Our livestock will be protected until we devour them ourselves. Here we are, the battle between the Fallen Empire and the Infection. The Fallen Empire is about as strong as us. We have, I think, a 50,000 fleet power lead, plus we do have the Citadel currently under our control in this system. So we should win, but I don't know by just how much. We're also focusing on Kinetic, which is actually pretty good versus the the Fallen Empire, which do have quite a lot of their health in shields. I'm saying that, I'm not seeing many particularly dead. Oh, we have almost no point defense. That's not good. Forgot the enemy had so many Strikecraft. Okay, I can see some of them going, but also I can see a lot of dead Scourge, a lot of dead Infection. Oh, look how our poor battleships like curl up when they die. That's really sad. You meanies. Remember, our ships are the same species as we are. We are all one species, just with a lot of changes among us. I'm just focusing so much, I'm really hoping we don't lose this. Just try and have a look. Oh! I may have been working on something in the background in secret there. But yeah, it looks like we are going to win that just about. Though we did lose most of our fleet power in the process. Oh yeah, we lost loads, over half. But now we have this lovely thing. Look at the model they used! Oh no. Not good, but look at the model they used for this. This is our Juggernaut. Isn't she beautiful? So here's the Awakened Empire. It is a spiritualist empire, okay. Might go after some of our feeding grounds. Just hoping the materialists don't awake. I really don't want the war in heaven right now. We're just not strong enough. The Juggernaut is so much bigger than all of the rest of my fleet. Yep. Now that's a proper brood queen. So, sometime later, because my recording software crashed without me realising it, so I just lost a load of footage of me explaining and doing some things, I have changed up my empire. We are no longer using the old research civic, instead we are using autonomous drones. What this does is it allows your unemployed pops to voluntarily resettle themselves to suitable planets where jobs and housing are available. Why is that good for this empire? Purely because we are getting so many pops from all of the empires under our control, it was becoming completely unsustainable. In fact, in some worlds like this one, which is going to be converted soon, what I'm going to need to do is lower how many maintenance drone jobs we have, because as you can see, they've all rushed into this world, and we're very much above the maximum stability from amenities. So what I'm going to do is just keep on increasing that until we have the plus 20 again. It's a little bit much actually, but I will be adding more other jobs soon. Some more other populations will move here, but there we go. And what you'll see is that steadily these unemployed populations are now moving to other worlds where there are in fact jobs. This is so lovely. Look, there's hardly any red. There's almost no worlds with problems. It fixed everything and no micromanaging. Well, actually, there is micromanaging because I have to do things like that. I need to look at the worlds and figure out, okay, how many am I going to need to keep the maximum amenities? But for the most part, it is a lot less micromanaging, which I'm very, very happy with. What I'm going to start doing now is really stacking up the worlds with all the districts they're ever going to want, and then it will be a lot more automation, which I'm very, very happy with. Okay, what I need to do now here is this. So on top of this, I'm also building myself a matter decompressor that'll be finished somewhat soon, giving me minerals. My ring world is very much underway. 2 of the districts are past the halfway point. We're looking really good. If the endgame crisis doesn't spawn instantly, if it gives us 10, 20 years, we're going to be in a phenomenal position at this stage. Also, we should now be able to invade the core. Yeah, we definitely can. Send in the xenomorphs. And as the population slowly returned to this world, because they all jumped ship because there were no jobs, I will be repairing all these special buildings, so things like the Autoforge, the Dimensional Fabricators, all of these beautiful things, well, except for these, because we don't really need consumer goods, but free energy, free minerals, it's all well and good for me.
We'll send forces to acquire.
Okay, so what's left after that? Just, that world actually isn't taken, it's just the Citadel, because the enemies came back and attacked that world, I wasn't paying attention, so there's 3 more worlds. And I do have some more ground forces being created, so I'll just throw those over there. We'll be able to grab them. Victory is pretty much guaranteed at this point now. Where's my closest science vessel? Am I going to need to build a new one? I am. Okay. Just because I haven't got the thrusters. I managed to get the better reactors, but I didn't get the thrusters because I was only going off research from one of the stations. Once you have the thrusters as well, that's all the tech we need. Our empire is now at 2.3k population, and it's still increasing very, very quickly. Also, I've started building some little food habitats. I just thought it was cute. The fallen empire has fallen, and we are a little bit stronger for it. Especially with its homeworld, which is not that one, but is in fact this one. There it is. The core and boundary, and I am putting down jobs fast enough that hopefully we don't have all of the population just running away. Actually, that's an issue. Can we even get enough jobs here? Okay, we'll need to swap these 3, because I don't really care about these. So these 3 will be jobs. These currently give 3 jobs we can definitely upgrade them to something else with a lot more. The auto forges I also don't particularly care about. Alloys are something we can really go for if we need them, but honestly food is more of a problem since our ships were food and alloys, but mostly food. So swap out those, swap out all of those. Make sure to get all the districts first. Yeah, I think I can probably keep all of these buildings without swapping any of them out. I think. Yeah, let's just go for tech, because we are really behind on tech. I have definitely not played this Empire optimally, just saying that right now. But it has been so much fun. Just go for jobs. Actually, what would give the most jobs? I mean, a fully upgraded research one is 8 jobs, so I think that's probably the highest out of all the regular buildings. I think so. Might be wrong, but let's go with that for now. Naturally, moments after I plan to attack the enemy, they awaken. Yep, and we have a wormhole drill into their territory. We still need to take them out, though, because we can still prevent the war in heaven. That can take quite a while to activate. I've seen it take as long as 20 years, so still need to deal with them. It's just going to be more of a fight now. Went to war with them, and instantly they're splitting up. If they stay together, we will lose. They're not. Oh, one day I'll use an AI mod and I'll be so upset I can't do things. No! You were about to be so very dumb. I mean, fighting in my territory just brings it to a whole new level since I get some bonuses, but fine. I really want to take out that fleet. Oh boy. Well, unlike them, I'm actually going to pay attention and not do that. So they have 500, 600k there. And we have, close. They were going to, then they changed their mind. Okay, that's a shame. Still, that means we can bring all of our forces, including our Juggernaut, through into their territory. The Juggernaut will help out a lot.
Augmentation complete.
Can you follow one of those? Thank you. That was an entrance. The Hive Queen is here. I choose to believe this is essentially the Hive Mind personified. And while it's here, all of my weapons have their range increased by 40%. I'm going to be shooting you from across the entire system. Okay, let's begin some bombardment. We'll stay here, using their citadel for a little bit of extra cover. We are also building up some reinforcements, which will be on their way relatively soon. In fact, I'm going to send them now. Go this way, then go over here. If they choose to try and attack us, well, first of all, they'd have no ground forces with them, so they're not going to be able to take any world. They'll just take some systems, which I'll just get back later. In the meantime, I'm just going to devour everything they have. In fact, I'm bringing my Colossus over, so the smaller worlds, I'm just going to obliterate. The Font of Knowledge is already being invaded. The enemy forces did a bit of a dum-dum. They went all the way down here. They took this station. Not the world, just the station. And now they're heading back, but for some reason they're fracturing as they do so. Meanwhile, in their absence, this is my Colossus. This is one of their worlds with many, many of their people on. I bet they're not too happy with their leadership right now. As we go full Tyranid here and consume the planet. Oh. Oh, it wasn't me being attacked, it was us attacking some of the ground forces that just jumped off, okay. So 1 food, 1 alloy, 1 gas. Really not all that much. I do expect to get more than that, but I guess when you compare it to cracking the world, which just gives you a little bit of minerals, which is alloys. Either way, it's pretty much the same, just far cooler. Oh, and actually, the world is okay to be terraformed. Ah, wow, that's neat. Okay, so which world next? Let's go for that one, I guess. You're nice and slow, so I'm going to send you there and you'll be there afterwards. Infest their normal worlds. Prepare the ground forces for their more unique ones. Okay, all of you that's left, please move over here. We have 1 more world to attack, the Archives, because I want that as well. So I accidentally attacked the wrong world then. I have already got the Archives. Now I am invading the Font of Knowledge. Wow. Oh, this one's just a Gaia world, and the other one, which is the Archaeology Project. Okay, so once again, we have the problem of not really having enough jobs here. So Just throw down some districts. Sonic Cluster. The Sky Domes will be converted into... I mean, the Sky Domes are very powerful. We don't really want them, just need enough jobs. Take you, I'll take you. I do not want the affluent centers, because I don't care about consumer goods as a hive mind. We don't need any extra alloys. We can make plenty more if we need them. Right now, I'm basically choosing not to make more, so I just don't need them as much as I need more food. The rest, I will, on the other hand, keep. Yes, there we go. My stammer's being really weird today. The font of knowledge is soon to fall. And we now have some experienced xenomorphs.
Takeover complete.
Lovely.
Enemy defeat assured.
And then we'll take over these worlds as well. Our Colossus is already ready, charging his weapon and firing away, devouring one more world. And so we are seeing the end of the Awakened Empire. If it just stayed asleep, I would have completely ignored it. There was no need for me to attack it at the moment. I'm getting more populations than I want. I'm trying to build some infrastructure so I can deal with them, and then I'm going to go back on the aggressive. But right now, there's no need for that. I am sated. But no. It woke up, and I had to bother to completely devour it. So rude. I am loving this Civic. It seems like a more functional version of what you can get from the galactic community. If you go down the route of the greater good, I believe it's one of these near the end? Is it this one? Yeah, greater than ourselves. This has a very similar effect. It encourages unemployed workers to move. Well, it seems like this just works more functionally. I've actually used greater than ourselves before, and it didn't seem to always work. This one, on the other hand, is doing great. And in fact, some of our worlds, like, if I can find the one I'm thinking of, yep, this one here and this one here, ignore the fact it has almost no housing, it's currently growing at +10 per month with a -10 from migration. This is because we have loads and loads of the spawning drones. So from this world, it's producing, essentially, combined, a growth of 20 per month. And every time a drone grows, it instantly gets moved to another world. It's just one giant growth chamber. And we can definitely do that on other worlds as well. This one has 11, this one has 14, and it's because of the layers, and we can easily have more of them if we wish. And I'm very tempted right now to do that, so let's change maybe 4 of these for more of the layers, giving us more spawning drones and giving us more admin cap. Eventually, I'll actually be able to pick a 3rd one of these, even though they are affecting our admin cap, just because of how many Synapse drones we have. Did I mention I love this mod? And I love being so parasitic. Now, you may be wondering, why am I leaving this war going? Why am I not just stomping these machines out and dealing with them? Well, it's because, technically speaking, this is a defensive war, which means, right now, thanks to Bulwark of Harmony, while in a defensive war with another empire, ship build speed is increased by 33%. So we're getting that passively just by being in this war. Oops-a-daisy, I forgot to turn these back on. There we go. And on top of that, if we look at desperate measures, this also increases ship build speed. So although I don't have the mega shipyard up and running just yet, though it's getting close, I am actually building ships very, very quickly. As you can see, our fleet is now looking a lot more menacing. Especially with our lovely hive mother here. No, you don't have to follow the hive mother everywhere. Go on, go back to the station. Oh, kids, eh? For once, the void is being kind. The void? For once, the shroud is being kind. I've had a lot of them where just nothing's happened, so what I need to do is start building some more habitats. I really should start building the defensive habitats, but I'm just not going to. I just am having so much fun managing this economy, managing this empire is just a real pleasure, despite the fact it is a little bit difficult. It is very, very time-consuming. I am having loads of fun with it. Where am I going to start building all these extra habitats? How about here? Okay, yep, there's a world there. All well and good. Get you there. You're already building one. You're about to build one over there. All well and good. All that influence has to go somewhere. And so do the alloys, honestly, because we don't spend all that much on our ships. It's mostly food. Lots and lots of food. The awakened empires just never learn. You seek to dominate the infection. Well, that is remarkably dumb. Well, Swarm, roll out. Wait, what's their goal? Dominate. Oh, they won't even be taking over my world. No, will they? Because they're, yeah, I think they will actually be taking over worlds and systems as they go there, but... yeah, that's not really going to work out, because we're going to be way faster just taking out everything. It's kind of what we do. A change of plan. We're going to be smart about this. Oh, I was so correct. Okay, yeah, they're jumping using the gateway. I was wondering where that, well, simply where they were going to go to try and attack us. So, there is no chance they will win with this force if they come against my entire force, so I am moving everything over here. And I'll probably jump you. I'll jump you there, ready to go there. Because how slow you are, all the rest can just move there normally, so they're at full strength. Yeah, there is no way they're going to be able to stand against us. Honestly, pretty dumb of them, really. It's like they didn't like us, or something. The cowards are running away from us. I mean, it's the smart thing to do, but I'm not impressed, lads. Not impressed in the slightest. Ooh, that's going to jump us right to where they're moving. Okay, if I jump here, where do I start? Still awkward. Now, jumping is going to make us weaker, but we really have the advantage in terms of just sheer power, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, so on the jump, it's going to put us in a really bad position. Like, right up against them, despite the fact we are long range. But it is what it is. And I do what I do. The infection is dumb! Go! Be dumb! Copious amounts of dumb shells! If you have enough dumb, you can be successful even in the face of brilliance. Oh, this is not gonna be nice. So much loss. My beautiful, beautiful biomass. You were antibiotics. I was horribly resistant. Okay, let's move back. I'm also finally building some gateways, by the way. I kind of forgot I had this little pocket here of infection, which I'm going to call the cyst. So we can jump between the cyst and the main infection over here. I love this empire. It's so me.
Augmentation complete.
Oh, I just realised once we have this system, that gateway will be under my control, and I can jump directly from my home territory, which is just about to finish its gateway. Infection guaranteed. Ooh, this fight's not going to go as well as I thought it would. Other forces, you ready to jump in? Good, good. I just kind of ran ahead then without really thinking. I'm just too over-eager, you know? Finally getting some alloy problems, so I am now swapping some of the hollowed worlds more to alloy rather than population production because, well, we have infected so many planets, we're still getting a lot of population regardless. Whee! And it's gone. The Celestial Throne. How regal, how beautiful, how ours. In fact, my ground forces can land straight away. They are now very, very powerful xenomorphs.
Enemy attacks.
Ooh, we even get a wonder from this. A megastructure, some amenities.
Effort.
I love them declaring war on me. It has been fantastic fun. They're sending very small forces to attack areas around here, so... Oh, hive mother! Would you mind dealing with that? Ooh, pretty.
Progress forward.
A parent's work is never done. Oh, we're about to get loads more populations from our willing empires. Oh, that's literally one ship. Is it even going to beat my station? You'd think it would. Now invading Sky Temple either way.
Complete.
And Celestial Throne is donating some xenomorphs to the cause. Okay, so... what are we going to do here then? I'm thinking, once again, just loads and loads of research. Not resource, research. Auto forges are fine, class 4 singularities, the fabricators are fantastic, and then we just completely load up the world with more food. Just to make sure populations keep on moving here, we don't end up losing any. I just realised we're using biomass from their own species, converting them into xenomorphs, and then sending the xenomorphs against the Sky Temple where they're going to butcher their own species. I wonder if the xenomorphs have any awareness of what they are now. Maybe some memories of what they used to be. That'd be tragic. We harvest the worlds, we harvest the suns. We harvest a lot of things. The temple has also fallen. So once again, going to be changing everything up. We do not need any more unity. We really, really don't. I'm surprised they didn't have any consumer goods producing things. Like, how do you have a synapse node? Curious. And let's send in a research governor. Fantastic. Okay, time to just attack the rest of the world. Show them the true way. And then we're done here, in fact. What I'm going to do is move my forces off, get them over here, we're really close anyway, and we're going to attack the High Kingdom while we're up here. If the Unbidden attack, I am in a bad place, but now we have gateways here, I can retreat quickly and recollect our forces. That's like the only reason why I wasn't attacking other empires anyway, because I had no way of jumping back easily. But thanks to the Fanatics, we now have that capability. We've absorbed them, they are part of us, and we thank them for it. Let's send in a new butcher. Do I subjugate them, or do I just go for total war and take over the territory as our own? I would kind of like them just to be a tributary, because it's so much fun thinking I'm devouring every single empire. Yeah, let's go with... I want both. I want both so badly. No, total war would be a lot easier.
Useful sequences within enemy biomass must obtain.
Come on. There we go. Let's just take out every single station we can. So split up and destroy stations. Take all of that. There we go. Then go there. You'll take everything down there. You will go up. All the way over here. And you will do the same, but over here. And all of this will be ours. The ground forces will be joining us soon once they've completely devoured everything here, which shouldn't take too long, honestly. And the xenomorphs made from the flesh of their brethren are almost ready to go on, just on their own. How sweet. There we go. Return to your loved ones.
Victory.
The Fanatics are gone, and I've decided to simply declare war on everyone. They did eventually get over here. I think they took a couple of systems. Maybe? Did they? Yeah, I think it took one system and was bombarding one of my... Wait, did they actually manage to take one of my worlds? No, my world's there. It's just not showing up. Bit weird. Either way, the point is, they're dead. So with that, and my fleets being remade quite drastically, I'm moving these fleets back, so over to that gateway down here, and then we'll protect over here. The rest of my fleets are going to just forge ahead, taking every single station they can see. And then slowly my ground forces will make their way over and just take everything they can see. So get your butts over here, please. Taking this opportunity to also build a gateway over here.
Complete.
My ground forces are now getting to work, so I do have several worlds already under our control. Sending the rest of the ground forces up here. I did lose some of my fleets because I didn't realise these people weren't at war with us. I declared war while I had fleets in the territory, and now my fleets have been bounced somewhere else. Very annoying, because there's lots of enemies, and I'm trying to make sure none of them get past any of my fleets. And they keep trying to, and it's very, very annoying. Like, these two, I'm fairly certain are trying to go down here and attack this section, but that's fine because I have all of my fleets over here ready to go. Haven't seen any over here, but I'm sure some of them were going down here at one point. But I do have a lot of fleets split up pretty much everywhere. So far, I've managed to lose 2 fleets because I wasn't paying attention, and they were completely battleships and they ran into corvettes, but other than that, everything is going okay. This empire is about to completely collapse, so is this one. I'm about to take over some of the last of their worlds. The Commonwealth isn't being so much as a problem as I thought it would. There's some fleets here, but I have my defense fleets now in position. If they attack from here, we're in jumping distance. I have the Brood Mother over here, and again, jumping distance. There's no way they can harm my territory. So this is about 40 minutes later. This is taking a very long time, probably very little footage from this because it has just been micromanaging fleets, just little green dots on the map. It has been an absolute nightmare because of the amount of enemies that keep on reclaiming space. Hence why there's now a chunk of space there, which is back in the enemy's control. There's gaps because I killed one of the empires, but they'd actually taken back some space without me realizing. It's been a real nightmare. So just going to keep on micromanaging, I'm going to tank out everything, then afterwards I'll probably take out the Marauders as well, so I completely own the map. All is me. Now this here is a truly bizarre world. It has 6,600 garrison, all in these freedom fighters. By the way, I have no idea how you get these in the game, I've never seen this before. I'm assuming it's some kind of event. But they're only strength 37 each. They're so weak, but there are so many of them. Oh, they're rebel-owned populations. Oh, so it's like a world which has just completely been lost to the empire which controlled it. It's had an uprising. Okay. Also, I have far too much fleet right now, and it's kind of destroying my economy, so I'm going to focus on fixing that soon. I do have a lot more space for more star bases now for a start. Now, sadly for this garrison, I have a Colossus. Colossus don't care about your garrison, lads. Sorry. It's gonna just fart all over you, and the end will be the end. Well done. Okay, I'm now running into a problem. The game is really chugging at this point. We have so many forces, so many resources and everything else. The game is just really slow. I am tempted to abandon the run and say we're finished because honestly, we are going to crush the Unbidden. We are going to absolutely obliterate them. Right now, we have millions of fleet power. We hard counter them with the type of weapons and shield we're using. We have the psionic shields, which means we have the best shields in the game, I believe. We're basically their worst nightmare, and we're continuing to get stronger after this point. They've spawned in incredibly late. I don't know why. It's already been 23 years after they can spawn in. I think I might give it 10 more years, or until the game gets any slower, then I may have to say it's done. I know this is anticlimactic, but honestly, the whole point of this tournament was just to showcase this empire, not so much, ooh, we need to destroy the Endgame Crisis. Though it would be nice to be able to say about the Endgame Crisis in the title. Now, I'm not going to do that if we don't bloody well fight it. On some of the worlds where we just have way too many of a single population being converted, I've changed them into livestock. Parasites gotta eat, you know? That's so much food. Let's just wait until the end of the month and see how much that actually increases that. Whoa, plus 4k. Yep, should have been doing that way earlier. Oh, that's so much food. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sir and sirettes, and all you lovely potatoes out there, I'm going to be doing something which I try to avoid so much because I don't want to particularly learn them. Today, we're going to be using a console command. I actually went away from that last clip. This is a brand new recording session. It's been a few more years since that last clip, at least the one I think I'm about to use, and the Endgame Crisis still hasn't spawned in. The problem with this is that every year, every 5 years, when the roll happens, it becomes more and more likely the Scourge will spawn, and we have seen the Scourge so many times, and it wouldn't even be that difficult to completely change over now to anti-Scourge tech, because our tech is so high up. It really wouldn't be that difficult. I've even been adding extra armor as well, so we're not even really behind on that. We would crush them as well. So, to make it a bit more difficult on myself, I will be spawning in the Unbidden now, because it is something interesting, and it's something which we haven't seen all that much. I will have to use a console command for this. Again, something I'm not particularly happy with learning, but there we are. That way we can force the Unbidden to spawn now, and I'm not sure if that will allow another endgame crisis, but we'll definitely have the Unbidden right here, right now. Okay, so I believe how it works is it's event, crisis, and then 1000, am I correct here? Double checking my notes, yes. Nope, it's not that. My notes were wrong, excellent. Oh, okay, so I think it's added a capital or just misspelled it. So there we go, the galactic power surge. Instruments across the infection have suddenly picked up a subspace power surge of massive proportions, coming from somewhere within our galaxy. Our scientists are struggling to come up with an explanation for this event. Nothing of its like has ever been recorded. The exact origin point of this sudden power surge is yet to be identified, but we are still in the process of analysing the available data, so very soon we will have the Unbidden. And honestly, it's not even guaranteed the Scourge will be the endgame crisis, but it could be maybe even another 10 plus years before the Unbidden arrive, and by then, I don't even think it's going to be too much of a challenge now. I could be wrong, but yeah, we have millions of fleet power of counter Unbidden fleets, and it wouldn't take too long to change them into Counter Scourge, and our tech is now starting to explode as our ring worlds get loads and loads of population from all of our different worlds and all of our tributaries. The Unbidden have arrived.
Can pursue actions.
The question is, where have they... Oh, I think I can see them. Hello there! They have started in the regime territory. It's actually very, very close to us. So, they'll have one super fleet, which is you. I thought you were 10 mil on this difficulty. Either way, they have one super fleet. Ooh, I forgot about the new effect. Oh, that's pretty. Then they have two smaller fleets, which we could very easily crush. I'm nervous about these, but not even too difficult with that. So I'm going to move... Whoa, that is trippy. Okay, I'm going to move all my forces here to begin with, then I'll decide how to continue from there. All of you, and of course, our lovely Leviathan. I know it's called a Juggernaut, but because it looks so living, you know? It just makes me think Leviathan. Send in the Queen! Oh, we're so lovely and gross, you know? Okay, actually we have a problem here. We do have a wormhole going directly to our own territory. Maybe. Change of plan. Change of plan. We are going to that wormhole, which leads to here. So everyone, go there instead. In fact, both of these wormholes go to our territory. Just over here, it's not anywhere near as much of a concern. They're worlds, which sucks if we lose them, but their worlds are just still processing and not really giving us all that much. You know, it's whatever if we lose them for a while. I just realised something. They only have this currently. I can jump here from where I currently am. Again, that's so trippy. I can actually jump from where I am into their territory right now. They only have a single tether. There's two 3.5 mil fleets here. We have all of these. Now, they will be at half strength when they arrive, but we have just so many. We might be able to take them out before the rest of the fleets can even react. Oh, they're saying that. I think these are splitting up. If they're splitting up, then never mind. We'll do it the more safe way. We'll just, yeah, can all of you move right to the edge of there, please, together. Then we'll all jump together and try and ambush these two small... No, don't all go together. No, stop. Don't make me do the jumping technique. Oh, there's only one fleet. It would be so stupid not to, but I know it's so anticlimactic, and I do apologise for that, but it would be so dumb not to. We'll see how it is once these fleets have arrived here as well, so they're in jumping range. Some of these don't even have generals. Admirals. Potatoes. We have so many fleets. Wow, with a leader with engineer, our healing must be insane, because that, of course, combines with organic structures. Must eliminate. Through sheer... Oh my god, how many cannon shots there are! Wow, also the lag is now happening every month, by the way. Oh no, another fleet despawned! Terrible timing. Ah, we're already so close, we are being hit. Oh, our damage is so low because of the jump. No, all of our damage is being split into two. All of our fire. Come on, Queen, I believe in you. Oh no, the other construction vehicle is about to start making an anchor. If they make an anchor, we can't attack the portal. Come on, come on, come on, rush, rush, rush. Destroy that portal. And that's it. That's it. Oh, do they still stay around? I thought they'll vanish when she took out the portal. Well, we got the relic, we got the warlock. So now it's just a matter of keeping them around and, without jumping, taking out the rest of them. They can't spawn in any more forces. Oh, that was rubbish. But that's the portal taken out, so it is now far safer. Yeah, so all regroup, stay in the middle of this, of here. You can start building some battleships to feed what's directly around you. Oh, mighty broodmother. I think you can only build 2 at a time, though, right? Yeah, so it's not like you can build loads. But at the same time, back in our territory, because how rich we are currently, I do have entire fleets being recreated anyway, so it's not particularly a huge loss. Plus, because we lost so many ships, all that upkeep is gone, so now we're making far more money. That was so dumb. The Queen... Oh, yeah, look, the lags every month because of all the conversions. The Queen alone is attacking this construction vessel. Oh, no, the rest of the forces are here now. So that's their last construction vessel gone. Yeah, they are going to start jumping around and causing damage. We'll just have to chase after them and take them down one by... Oh, there's lots of... Oh, there are lots of very small fleets there. Are you heading towards me? No, you're being really annoying, though, because being placed like that means we're going to be in direct melee range straight away, which is not what I want. Well, if we do that, then we have to wait. Okay, good. Never mind, don't have to wait at all, since the jump drive's already offline. Already online, rather, so let's get ready to jump. Doesn't matter if we get that close, we are doing double the damage we were before. Do I even have these online? Oh, I'm so dumb, we don't even have the extra damage and stuff on that. Okay, so we need loads of this. And then we also want the extra shield to sell everything. I have no idea where those consumer goods are coming from, by the way. I have checked every world. Clearly, I'm just missing them. But I cannot for the life of me find them. Doing that really inefficiently there. As you can tell, my stammer is actually late at night, although I am recording in a new recording session. My speech impediment is just fighting me lately. Not being very fun. That's good enough. Okay, I've moved over here instead, so we're not directly in their way, and what we can do is take out some of the smaller fleets before the larger fleet attacks us. There is a construction vessel currently building here. I don't know where that even came from, but here we are. I've healed most of my fleets already using the Juggernaut. Anytime now, that'd be great. Wow, yeah, I'm so glad I spawned in all this when I did, because any worse than this, and that's almost unplayable. Oof. Losing so much there. Okay, the first fleets are pretty much destroyed. We're going to lose loads here as well. But again, I'm not too concerned. Remember, we do have the mega shipyard now fully operational. Even if we lost everything here, it wouldn't take too long to get the resources to replace everything. Wow, we did lose a lot, actually. That was a little bit more than I thought. If we had Defender of the Galaxy, which is, of course, the Ascension perk for, I think it's plus 50% damage versus the Endgame Crisis, this would be significantly easier. But we don't have that because I wanted to pick more fun things. One more of the smaller fleets. This time we actually had the Dreadnought with us. Wow, we lost way less that time. How much did we lose? Not that much. Okay. Yeah, when it's only one fleet as well, so we actually focus fire, it's such a difference. Is that it? Oh, that's not... Okay, I thought it said 7 mil. No, 700,000. We could. Oh, we could just attack them right now. There is a chance, a very small chance we would just win. And if not, we would get them to such a weakened state that there'd be easy pickings for our new brood. I love having 7k energy income. It's really nice not having a really bloated fleet for once. Oh, hello. No. Oh, this lag is just atrocious. Glory to the swarm. I'm gonna send in some reinforcements. We may as well. No. Go there. Then go there. Good enough. May have mixed up the wormholes there, but that's fine. So this is one of our new fleets. And we have a second finished fleet as well. Well, what? Almost finished. It's one off. The enemy don't seem to be moving. I think it's because I don't have any constructors or anything. They're just kind of stuck. No, you little... I don't know who that was. The hegemon... Why? They just sent some ships through that gateway, which means all of the enemy ships have now moved closer to our starting position. We didn't need that. Look how fast we move already. Yeah, giving them the better thrusters and everything when there's only battleships is not a great idea, because if you have only battleships, they will move naturally closer to the enemy than they would otherwise. And battleships tend to be why I like to spam most of these, because A, I think it looks fun, and B, it can be very effective if you outrange them so much. But yeah, with all the extra speed, it's pretty atrocious, though we are just melting them anyway. A new era of galactic cooperation and friendship. Yep, that's it. The infection is defeated. Sorry, the infection is defeated? Nope, the new infection is defeated. The original infection won. There will be no secondary infections here. I mean, we could become cooperative. Yes, population harvesting is now set to the nice option. And the galaxy realizes the infection was the benevolent overlord, after all. It has kept them safe from outside invaders. Only 1 out of every 2 of their children are being taken to be devoured, and they will be safe forevermore. The moral of the story is you can trust the Swarm. The Swarm cares for you. It has your best interests in heart. Lathrix Prime cares. And on that wholesome note, thank you so much for watching. This has taken a long time to put together, even more so than usual with everything going on, but it was an insane amount of fun, even if I do think I lost my mind at multiple places. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourite, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. There are loads more mods to play with, but so far, I think this is my favourite. It was just so enjoyable. Thank you for watching, have a lovely day, do take care, and until next time, remember, the infection will soon be visiting a planet near you.